Right, so welcome to episode 4 of the Otamendi Bowl. I'm just going to go over some breaking news first. Jamie has left. He has been removed. So I want Jay to be no more. Is no more. So as always, I'm your host, Alex, and we got a new co-host today, my brother, Rich Hancock. How's it going, Rich? All right?
Really well, yeah, mate. Last minute call up.
Yeah.
Little text this afternoon after Jay was giving his marching orders.
No, be fair, Jay texted me saying a bad ear first, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the earache could do it, didn't it?
Earache. Bless him. So I got called in.
It's been removed. And do you want to just briefly describe yourself? Give a flavour of your personality.
Flavour. Charlie calls me the Tinkerer.
Yeah.
So I'm giving a flavour of my FPL, I suppose. I do like to look at the market. I look at what opportunities might be out there week to week. I believe in a sort of try and maximize points. Bit of Moneyball sort of style. Getting the players in. Try and use your subs effectively. That's my sort of game plan.
What's your high set position?
Is it third?
Third.
It was third.
It
was a close run, wasn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, I think you know how to go battle for second.
I got some unlucky results.
Yeah,
and some of those as well.
But ultimately, last season, everyone finished with about the points were the same as
the total points.
Yeah. So
fair.
You come third, you deserve to come third.
Yeah.
And cheers, Rich.
Lucky win for you.
Lucky win. And then I'd like to introduce you to John Seymour. How's it going, John?
Very good, mate. Thank you for having me on to the Otamendi Bowl podcast. Dialing in from the South Coast. Not there in person, unfortunately, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm enjoying the fantasy draft. I've never done this format before. I've only ever done the normal fantasy football format. So and as you can see behind me, I'm unbeaten, which is a good start. Mike's currently beating me by a couple of points, but good promising start. I'm pretty comfortable with my team, as I'm sure we'll go into a little bit later on. But actually, a bit like Rich, I'm not agreeing with the people that are talking about looking over the longer term thing. I'm all about looking at 3 or 4 game weeks at a time, trying to bring in the right players for the right time, which may prove to be a downfall in the end, because obviously it's a bit more difficult transferring players in this format than it is in the standard one. But so far, it's done me well. So, I'm happy.
Cracking, yeah. I mean, with what you just said about the transfers, I think the main thing is with this one, sometimes you've got to know when to hold, when to keep it, and when to drop a player, because if you hold too long and you're losing games because you've got someone who's injured, it can be your downfall. But if you're too eager, get rid of someone, and the actual someone picks them up, you put yourself in the ass there. So it's
in the ass. Yeah, but what I think with the new 10-man situation, I think also that you have a bit more play with it because you haven't got a proper fully good subs bench a lot of the time.
No.
So I think you have a bit more scope to sort of drop a player that probably wouldn't be picked up straight away anyway, then grab somebody in. That's why I like this sort of 10-man sort of league this year.
I think as well, some of the chat in the WhatsApp group has been people saying, like, actually, these players just aren't getting the minutes. So we've spoken, and you guys have spoken before about Pep's rotations.
Yeah,
so you've got the likes of Foden, who's not played a single minute, I don't think. Yeah, you've got so many decent Man City players that actually on the day are world class, but they're just not playing regularly. So it's those kind of points, the 2 points or 3 points just from players just playing their 90 minutes and maybe getting a bonus point or a clean sheet or something. Is definitely
one of the players that he always plays. Like, so if I think this year, I think that I got a Kanji in my team.
Yeah,
I think he's played every game so far. But then you got the other players that just seem to be rotated constantly.
You got remember with Foden specifically and Ake, is they both coming back late from the Euros.
Yeah.
So if that's why Foden didn't play at the start, because he came back late, and obviously Man City got such a big squad,
And he was ill.
he can afford. Yeah, then he got ill. So I think that's the reason for Foden particularly, and Ake. But yeah, but you can't trust Pep. I've been stung by Pep many a time, so I tend to only have a couple of Man City players,
Clear.
just in case you get stung.
Yeah, I haven't got any Man City players. Ultimately, if they're not on the pitch, they're not picking up any points. Having said that, I think it was Jay who had Declan Rice. He would have been better off the pitch.
Yeah. I mean, they were relegated to City, so it's okay.
Yeah. Them charges they are coming. They're going to be like Jay no more. So, yeah. So let's crack into the results then of last week. Off the top of my head, I can't really remember what me and Jay went for now. But obviously, going forward,
well, we can go through the results, can't we?
Go through the results anyway. So I always start at the top. So the first lineup is
Jack.
Are you literally going to sing that every single time you mention his name?
Probably. Okay. The JB come back. So Jack v Howard. So I think me and Jay both predicted this one is a landslide to Howard, which was the case. I mean,
yeah, Jack struggled.
Jack dog shit into that nice lad so far. Cool, change it around, but he can pour, hasn't he?
Yeah, yes, but to be fair to Howard, he didn't have a fantastic week. He obviously Salah did really well for him. He got 17 points, and Alexander Arnold got 6. But other than that, there wasn't really any standout performances from his team. I think it was more a case of Jack being bad than Howard being good, if I'm absolutely honest.
Well, Howard got the second most points that game week, so
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, there. And also, I think, yeah, you know, with your Salahs and Haaland we'll come to later, like this is part of the draft. Like only you have that player, and if that player is getting you over the line, you can't criticise.
It's the beauty of the first picks, isn't it? People that know near the top can get those sort of players on board. I mean, I think I got Salah last year, and he proper carried me through a lot of my games.
And also, another thing, I mean, Jack 26 points is pretty low as well. I mean, my worst so far is 31, so 26 isn't exactly pulling up trees either. So I think it is a combination of Jack being poor and Howard being good.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, with 26 points, he would have been beaten in every fixture against anyone else.
No, he would have beat Jay.
Yeah, but against you he wouldn't have, for example. If he'd been playing against you in every other fixture, the person who won got more than 26 points.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, not horrendous, as we'll come on to some pretty horrendous scores in a minute, but it was, let's say, comfortable for Howard.
Yeah, it's a good another win for Howard taking over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the next fixture is super quick-witted.
Another name change for Jay.
I mean, he's about as quick as a sloth, let's be honest, lads. So super quick-witted Jamie Brown versus Urich. So we'll start you first, Afternoon Delight.
Yeah.
Do you want to announce the score for that one?
Yeah, pretty comprehensive win. 39-15 to myself. Not the best score. Funny enough, though, I got 39 in the first week, so that's pretty consistent. But yeah, not
39 defeated.
Yeah, 39 defeated. Yeah, not the best score for me, but I had a few high scores on the bench, which would have been handy. But when you're against Jay, you can get away with these sort of things.
Yeah, I mean, Jay's got 15 points there, lads, and that's forget the banter. That is a terrible one too.
It's an interesting one because, to be fair to Jay, I mean, let's trying to keep it balanced. He's got Solanke, Stones, and Foden. And at the start of the season, especially after hearing Solanke go to Spurs, you'd have probably said that those three players, on paper.
I thought Jay had a really strong team at this. When we do it first at the draft, when we look at all the teams, everyone's posting the teams. I thought Jay had a really strong team.
No, I did.
But like you say, John, he's been pretty unlucky. He's lost a lot of his first teamers or quite
Yeah. And obviously, you got just to kind of compound things. You got Declan Rice sent off, but his forward line for me is just looking horrendously weak. Ferguson and Antonio. I mean,
I think he brought Ferguson into this game week, but I think he's played it. I think he's come out with injury, isn't he? So I mean, he's a good player, Ferguson, but he's not getting the minutes, is he?
I put Jake Forth at the start of the season as well, which I said on the podcast earlier. But he has been unlucky, but also he's picked a lot of pet players, and as we know about his transfers, he doesn't. That transfer he's done is horrendous.
What Odegaard?
It's horrendous.
Oh, no.
Because I
don't know how Howard does it. He must be paying these guys off. He must be.
So just so everyone knows, Jamie has swapped Odegaard to McAllister. McAllister's a good player, but he's a central mid where Odegaard's attacking mid.
McAllister's more attacking mid, but he's playing deep this year, isn't
he? I know, because I think you feel like he plays on the side attacking mid. McAllister.
To be fair, do you think this is a case of Jay beginning to panic now? And just
I do. That's what I said on the chat.
Well, he's obviously seen he's injured. He's going to be out for a few weeks, but
get rid of Rice then. Drop Rice. I've had Hoyland all season. He hasn't played yet. You can afford one player to sit on the bench. You can carry one player.
Yeah.
And to me, Odegaard's one of them players you carry until he's back. And
for
me, it's one of the mistake.
I think
that's why you poor manager.
I think what's apparent is that as soon as Odegaard was mentioned about being transferred, I think pretty much everyone in the group was offering trades to Jay.
And everyone said what a bad deal it was, and he still did it. Everyone was saying, no one said to him, "Pop my heart, it's a good deal."
To be fair, though, again, to try and balance it up, Al, like you say about carrying a player, we've already said he's carrying Foden, Stones, and Solanke. They're not getting any minutes at the moment. He's got Rice, who's going to be banned for. Was it a straight red that Rice got? It wasn't, was it? It was 2 yellows.
Second yellow.
Rice is missing again. Odegaard's going to miss him.
Yeah, but what you do is.
Have they said what Odegaard's out for yet? Is it?
It's like minimum 3 weeks. What you do is you drop Rice, you keep Foden, Solanke, then you get the best. You make sure your best 11 are going to start.
And then you drop Stones.
Because the thing is, because you could drop Stones actually. You keep Foden, you keep Foden, Solanke, and Odegaard. You drop Stones, drop Rice.
You like Stones for Champions League.
Then you make sure you've got everyone else in place. So
but he's considering players not playing to be carrying someone that's then injured as well.
You can sacrifice one game week for longer term, can't you? Like, do you know what I mean? Because it's easy to catch up.
Rice have been picked up straight away, though.
He's panicking, though. He's panicking.
As well, he said he's cut Rice out.
For tomorrow.
He's stuck his third transfer out. He's got rid of Rice and Odegaard, which is mental.
By the way, if I keep looking over to the side, it's because I've got a separate screen over here. I'm not.
Anyway, so let's get back to the game. It was 15-39. Rich won. Easy victory for Rich.
6 points on the board, up to 4th.
So I'm going to start off with John for this next fixture.
You've missed Mike and Charlie.
Yeah, no, I know. But you can start this fixture. You can do that kind of like you want first.
Yeah, no.
So this one is Let's Be Having You. Mike Woods versus Creelish's Revenge.
Who?
Creelish's Revenge. Charlie McAnally. So
Charlie McAnally.
McNally, sorry. So
Alan McAnally just drew the.
What was the result and what your thoughts on that one?
It was a comprehensive victory for Mike. He's continuing his domination of the league, and sadly for Charlie, he's had another absolute horror show of a game.
15s in a row for Charlie, isn't it?
Ended up 62 points to 15 in Mike's favour. So no doubt whatsoever about the result on this one.
The best team of the week.
Yeah, and I think the thing is, we talk about all these players picking up points. You look at Mike's team, he's had Luis Diaz, he's had Umbueno, he's had Visser, Saka, all of these players, Robertson, all getting like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 points, some of them. So it's
got a good team, Nick.
He hasn't got a weak player on the pitch, really, let's be honest. And he's also 6 on the bench with Konate.
I don't think he continues though. I feel like Saka's going to get solid points constantly, but I don't feel like Wissa and the Brentford players going to get points constantly.
I think Mbeumo will.
I had Diaz last season, and I stuck with him the whole season pretty much, and he was dead hit and miss. But obviously, looks like he found some good form this season.
Problem with players like with Vista and Mbeumo is they're the type of players that will get sold in January.
Yeah, to carry on.
And possibly abroad as well. So it's something you'll have to sort of bear in mind as it gets close to the new year. But yeah.
Charlie, absolutely pathetic attempt from you. 15 twice in a row. I mean, you've come bottom of the league twice. You've had another shit start, mate. It's diabolical.
It's not great for McNally. I mean, he keeps talking about looking at the long-term picture, and it's only 3 games in, but nobody scored more than 2 points in his team, which is basically just they got off for turning up.
That's truly dismal.
I'm thinking as well, like we're criticising Jamie's team, but on paper it's much better than Charlotte. Where's points coming from?
This is the thing, you're right. With Jamie, I think you probably say a few strange decisions, but in fairness to him, as we said, he's got Foden, Stones, Solanke, had Odegaard, right. So he's got some players in there that you go, yeah, okay. On paper, you can see why you would want them. Charlie, Hall, Livramento, Colwill. I mean, Guanacho, Doku is probably, in fairness, not scored as many as he might have expected. Adingra, Fulkrug. I mean,
it's a poor side.
It's a poor side all round.
Honestly, he's going to struggle all season. I think Charlie will. I think
Charlie might come bottom.
Yeah, between Charlie, Jack, and Jay, I think.
I think he's at a turning point, Charlie. He's got to make some changes now, and I reckon he'll obviously.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Charlie changes. He swapped Watkins for Tony. Okay, he did get Edison for a keeper, but it was a shocking deal. At the time, like Charlie,
that's his one pretty much guaranteed point score. I know he's not the best start to the season, Watkins, but literally, your sort of main point collector has literally just been transferred out, same as he did to Holland a few seasons ago.
Yeah, he's got to Holland twice and Watkins.
He's a rogue.
He's a fucking madman. Last week, but he's fucking.
It is. It's hard to see where points are getting picked up from McNally. Let's be honest. I mean, it's pretty dire. He's going to have to make wholesale changes, definitely.
Yeah, he needs Rashford to pull his finger out, and he's to get points. And Doc, I think if 3 people you think, well, they're the only ones that can get him to good points. Maybe Felix, if Felix starts playing some games.
Yeah, but he's been offering out Felix left, right, and centre, hasn't he, on the group? So it's not happening, is it?
It's going to be a struggle, I think.
So Charlie, you suck. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the game of the round one. To this one, this had a lot of ups and downs.
It was, to be fair.
Two solid teams going at it. So yeah, it's weird. I've changed my name, by the way. Wernham Hog FC, dedicated to the office.
How many names you had this season? No.
Well, one got banned, so I changed that, and then I want JB No More, and then now Wernham Hog FC. Because the thing is, like, he's gone now. Let's move on.
Wernham Hog FC is probably your best one.
So yeah, versus the Blue Ocean. Which John, let's look at that first, because I get a shit every week. Do you want to defend that name?
You keep mispronouncing it. That's probably not helping. Evolution. I mean, it's
good evening.
It's not Evolution or whatever you keep saying. It's named after the great Ebu Adams, Derby County player, hero on loan last season, become a central figure to our championship side this season. So it's you're giving it a hard time, but
it was the first name they wanted.
Yeah, but I do think, like I said before, and privately, is like it's very much, if you're a Derby fan, you completely understand where it comes from.
Even Evolution's not great, is it?
It's a play on words, isn't it? I don't know who these names are.
Yeah, I mean, you're giving it a hard time, but it's
I feel like now I started, it's just
whilst we're on pronunciations of teams and stuff, I think Alex's pronunciations of players' names has been horrendous. This podcast series.
I don't know. I've got one I've got wrong. Madueke.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Madueke, is it?
Okay, yeah.
He's what Jake called him. Jake said Mac something.
Well, look, moving on to the fixture. So obviously, it ended up being the first draw of the season between myself and you, Al.
Unjust.
I mean, in my opinion, you basically, without Haaland, you completely fucked.
Alex is a one-man team.
Well, we spoke this last time. I mean, game week 2, all my midfielders scored and the other one got an assist. So that's not a one-man team, is it? You'll got a minimum 6 points.
You'll rely on Haaland heavily, and you'll get a few points.
Yeah, but you got to remember. So yeah, I had Haaland, but on the second pick, and then I had to wait another 20 goes before I picked the second goal. It's 19. Because it's 19. It is literally 20. Well, 19. So my second choice player, like, was the weakest second choice player.
No, I get it. I do get it. But what I'm saying is, in terms of like ability, management ability, like it's a bit of a cop out because you've got Haaland there, which is not your fault. We'd have all have had him. Let's be honest. But
everyone's picking Haaland first pick.
But like,
I mean,
like Charles,
without Haaland,
Gabriel, who was one of the top defenders last season. So ignoring that, okay. You know, Man City defender gets a lot of points. You knowing how good Gordon is, Gordon helped me win the league last season. Bowen.
Okay, well, I guess what I'm saying, Al, in summary,
I've been very passionate apart.
You haven't got good balance to your team. If Haaland's out, you're done.
I'm not, because I've got Haaland who hasn't kicked the ball yet. He scored like in 8 games in a row, something. Really good form at one point last season. You're discounting Gabriel, Gordon, Bowen, Harvey Barnes. Like, he was injured last season.
But he's not the same player as he was at Leicester.
He had a chance yet. He's come in. He's got 9 points last week. He scored a goal the week before. He scored 2 in 3 weeks. So, let's look at your defender you signed, Dignier. I've got Pau Torres. So they're gonna get similar points. Yeah, I think Dignier might get a few more assists, obviously. But so I've got a Villa defender, solid. Arsenal defender, best defense in the league. I've got midfielders all.
I'm probably saying this because the way that this game week planned out with pretty much my team had all played by the end of the Saturday night, or certainly by the Sunday morning before Man City played on the Sunday, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I remember thinking, like, I'm well ahead here. Like, I had a decent week. I mean, I had Calvert-Lewin found his shooting boots for once.
Everton
bagged, Palmer assisted, and then probably pick of the season so far is Digne. I mean, the amount of grief that I got from you lot when I signed him. Now, this is a good example of me doing what I said at the start, which is picking players. He's not going to be in my team all season in all likelihood, but Villa have got a really favourable run of games over the course of the next couple of weeks, and the week just gone. So I put him in completely with that in mind. Took out a Crystal Palace defender that's played about 60 minutes all season and bagged me next to no points. He turns up as one of, if not the highest scoring defender of the week. So that's what I'm talking about. You're just relying on Haaland.
Not true.
What's the knowledge you're bringing, John?
And like, I had Shaw banned, he'd be back. Starting.
You're right from the look about that guy.
You're talking about ifs, buts, and maybes here.
Also, let's talk about the real issue. And the real issue is Ake came on for 1 minute, which got you the draw. If Ake doesn't come on for that 1 minute, Durand comes on with 7 points. I've got 50 points for the week, which is solid. Which is a solid point of all.
Yeah.
And I win the game. So. Yeah.
But again,
I was definitely unlucky that Pep is a.
You could have started Durand, but shouldn't you?
I thought I came out and get a start. Yeah, but
all I'm saying is here. I've gone through the free agents in the league, assessed the data, had a look at the fixture list, saw who was available, and literally picked him out for exactly the reason that he showed to to be, which is
Good pick, John.
Good pick, but it's
Respect it.
also lucky because he got 1 assist and then suddenly got 2 bonus points. And again, them 2 bonus points got you the draw.
Yeah, but he's playing games. He's getting assists. He's a good signing for me, which was a free agent, by the way.
Yeah, it turned out to be good.
Yeah, on the waiver wire on it. So
It could have gone against you. Like your decision to drop an Arno who scored again, that went against you. So for you signing him, you also made a mistake with drop with another nine. So
yeah, that's fair. But actually, I thought that Tielemans might get snapped up by one of you other lot. So that's why I thought I'd take the.
I was looking at him. I don't think he gets in ahead of my.
I wouldn't sign him.
The other thing we should probably talk about, I don't know if you covered it in the last one, Al, or not, is I managed to bag Sterling before he's moved to Chelsea.
That was good.
Yeah, sorry, before he's moved to Arsenal from Chelsea.
No, I like that, John. Respect for that one.
I didn't see that coming, so that was good.
I saw him move. I mean, what going to Arsenal was just,
I was watching transfer deadline day, and it looked like he was getting ever closer. And I thought, you know what, probably worth the risk. So I forget who I transferred out.
I think it'll start this weekend.
And we have to move things on because we're already at 25 minutes. So it was the first draw, good draw. Two strong contenders battling out, 43-43. So the last game, which I'll start this one, is a Hottois AB. It's better than that thing. Versus Wijnaldum Leviosa. And that was Alvi Dan. It's probably the worst game of the round. Yeah, it's only Dan.
It's the closest. It was, other than our draw, it was the closest game.
Yeah, true actually. So yeah, it was 28 out to 36. 36 down. To be honest with these two teams, I feel like these mid-table teams. I don't think they're going to challenge. But I
agree.
I think they're going to be middle of the table. So I just think.
I mean, Wood bagged again, which is a good. Which, in fairness, he's had a load of grief about Wood and from me as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
No, he's been performing, hasn't he?
So you've got to kind of credit where it's due. I mean, Wood over the course of the season, Wood's not going to end up in the top.
I'm surprised he started as much as he has, but yeah, Pepe's down.
He might get 10 goals. And also as well, I mean, apart from the two, actually, no, he beat Jack as well. Yeah, fair. I mean, it's not a great score, but he beats Jack, he beats Charlie, he beats Jay, he beats Al. So
yeah,
he doesn't. So yeah, he doesn't beat me, doesn't beat you, doesn't beat. Yeah, so yeah, it's solid. So yeah, and it's fair to Dan as well. It's a good start. 6 points. I'll start off strong, but
I thought Al was doing okay with it. Yeah, it's dropped off now.
One thing we probably should address now we've gone through the fixtures, talk about moving it on, is how shit it is. Been an international week.
Yeah,
it's gone stale, hasn't it? The WhatsApp groups descended into absolute chaos. The transfers are stacking up because people are trying to get their waivers sorted. There's going to be like massive changes, and I think it's part of it is people panicking, and part of it is people getting a bit bored of the fact that there's not been a Prem game at the weekend.
I mean, would you rather have like a 4-week block of international fixtures?
This is my idea. This was,
or
not just my ideas and say,
or what are you on about?
I've texted in the group chat. This is my idea.
I think it's a good idea. It's been floated by people in football.
I never did that before in my life.
I did it on Twitter the other day.
Yeah, but I said a week ago.
I did it before then.
No.
So yeah, 4 weeks, like a 4-week block, or would you rather have it as it is now, where you keep coming in like at different periods throughout the season,
stealing the lines?
I mean, I don't mind it like it is. It just feels a bit too soon into the season, and also a bit too soon after the Euros. Obviously, England progressed a long way in the tournament, but it just feels like we've only just getting up and running, and then there's a break again. So
I get that, but they got the Champions League starting soon, and Europa League. So where else does it go? Because
but they just don't need to be playing them, do they? What's the point of having an international games now for the the bloody UEFA
Nations League? You remember this got rid of friendlies, and to be honest, Nations League isn't the top of the priority.
I prefer the friendlies.
It's better than friendlies, to be fair. At least there's something riding on it.
Yeah, but it's just so to answer your question, Rich, I think my view, this format, but it's got to be a different time. But then, as you say, Alex, you start running into Champions Leagues and FA Cups and the rest of it. So
too many games. Really,
what I can say is we're glad the Premier League is back.
and it's back.
Although we are EFL supporters.
all of us are EFL supporters. Yeah.
Andrew, you've had yours called off. Obviously, Vale's still been playing. Great 4-1 victory for the Vale at the weekend. The mighty Newport.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's probably a good segue to think you'll be missed if you didn't exist.
That's why I'm here, mate.
So appreciate that one. So I didn't do it last week. We had so much to talk about, but this week I'm going in hard. And I don't know if you did your research, John, but Richard knows he is. His name is Ryan Burge, and he's an absolute thundercunt. He's a piece of shit, mate. Honest to God, he's an absolute freak of nature. Like, he played for Vale about, over 10 years ago?
Probably, yeah.
When we were promoted to League One, not time before.
We wasn't even there for the whole season.
Exactly. He played about, he got released towards the end of the season for his behaviour. He was a good, for the record, he was a good player. And I tweeted him when we got promoted to say, you deserve this as well, mate. Because I didn't realise at the time what an absolute freak he was. But the last five years, he's constantly, every week, criticising the Vale, criticising the fans, saying the fans sleep with the cousins and the sisters and all that rubbish nonsense. It's just like, mate, you're upset. His profile pictures him in a Vale top. But he says how bad Vale are. And he's obsessed with Vale. Well, it's like, move on, mate, move on with your life. An absolute freak. And then get all the idiot Stoke fans who are bumming, he's mad against the Vale, I love him.
I mean, it's awkward for me because he was my favourite player during that season, for the first half of that season. I thought it was quality, but yeah, he
was a good player.
He's lost his head in recent years.
I've got no qualms. When he played for us, he was a good player, but his attitude stank, and that's why he didn't make it.
I think I'm thinking it's his greatest sporting achievement was with the Vale anyway.
Yeah.
He did nothing after.
No.
Did
he went down the leagues.
He actually was Newport, didn't he?
Yeah, he did play for Newport because he tweeting his name up. See, because he pretends he's a fan now, and like he pretends he's a Crew fan, Stoke fan. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I'm probably not doing it justice. It's like at least once a week he's doing a post about Vale.
Yeah, he loves it. He'd love you now. We'll see you going all mad now. He'd love.
And he's offered Tom Pope up for a fact. Tom Pope's a Vale legend, record goal scorer for Port Vale. And they won't fight each other. I mean, a bit immature. Yeah, a bit immature, I think.
It's ridiculous, it's true.
It's just like, mate, if you're seeing it, probably not, but if you are seeing this, move on with your fucking life, you sad bastard. Move on, you fucking loser. So, John, I don't know what your thoughts are on that, mate.
Well, I don't really know the bloke, and obviously I don't really watch Port Vale, so I don't have any kind of comment around his...
Put yourself what if you did that to your team, though? What if you did it to Derby?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I guess anybody leaving a club that's ultimately, from what I can see, probably one of the highest points of his career was playing for Vale. He's not like he's done much else. So to shoot him down like that, just have a bit of integrity, just move on.
I could say, if there's one comment, you can take his picks every week, John, without fail.
I mean,
he's obsessed.
It doesn't bother me in the slightest, to be fair, but it is hilarious. Like, how much you guys on about it? But he just...
He's got issues.
Yeah, but he fishes boys like you all day long, doesn't he?
I didn't reply to him.
Yeah, but you are doing a podcast now and literally...
dedicated. Yeah, but this will be the first and last time I mention him. So it's like...
Will it?
In this format, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't follow him. I didn't go my way to see what he says. So, do you know what I mean? It's like, just move on with your life. I don't understand why he's so obsessed with Vale.
Because he gets in.
Because he's a sad bastard with no life.
Hating, isn't he?
Yeah, but why would you do that? What's he getting out of that? Why do you want that? Why do you want that constant negative energy? Get rid of it. Take a leaf at Marble. Get rid of the negative energy.
Wow.
Yeah, start that then. Actually, probably should have done it earlier, don't matter. Performance of the week. Let's back on the results. I'll probably say John for getting draw with me. No.
Arrogance knows no bounds.
It was a joke. I'm going to get you Nick again.
You go.
62 points. A joke. Loser.
Yeah, mate, probably, innit?
62 points. You can't argue that, can you? Would you agree, John?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard, as you say. He would have beaten everybody by some way this week, and he's consistently done it. So,
yeah, well done. And then, drum roll, please. Manager of the month.
Goes to Mick again, doesn't it?
Sorry to say again, it's Mickey.
3 out of 3, banging total score, most of anyone. It's hard to see.
The only thing is, it's going to come to a crashing end because he's facing me at the weekend.
Oh yeah, big game.
That's a good game, actually.
All
Yeah.
that thought though, John. We'll come to that in a bit. But yeah, great start. And I've chatted to you as well, John. Unbeaten, 7 points for a newcomer as well. New format, really strong start. Shame about the name, but points wise, amazing. Well done.
He's got a real beef with his name, John.
I'm not Ryan Birch, your name.
No,
Yeah, you're the Ryan Birch of the Otamendi Bowl, Alex.
I'm not at all.
it's a positive start from Seymour, and I feel confident that it's going to carry on.
Yeah.
Get to see that Seymour shuffle come the end of the season
That's the plan.
One sec, boys.
in Vegas.
It's all about this. Actually, it's all about this, isn't it, lads? So you can see it.
I made that with my bare hands.
No. It's all about this. I've got it. John wants it.
You have to pixelate his
I
face out, mate.
want to keep it. What?
You have to pixelate his face out.
Why?
Copyright infringement.
That's fine.
So maybe it's a good chance to really quickly. Who's been the surprise package in a good or bad way so far in the seasons? Anyone?
Surprise package. I don't think anything properly surprised me. I thought you'd do quite well, to be fair, John.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you did well, to be fair, John. I did think you maybe take a bit of time to get used to the new format, but like, I didn't think I knew you'd be a good player. I knew you'd put the time and effort into understanding it. Not really. I mean, I know Jay seems better than it seems, but I'm not surprised to see Jay down there. I'm not surprised to see.
Yeah, but on
Charlie,
Jay, I'm surprised to see him so low down.
Yeah,
His
that's
team,
the team. Yeah, but as a manager, I'm not surprised to see Alan pick up one win. So
Charlie's no surprise being down there.
yeah, it's not. So it's quite a big top actually, to be honest. So well done, Mick.
Mick's always near the top half, isn't he?
I think he was usually he was fourth last season, but he's always in between middle of the table. He's never. It's me. He's been like struggling to.
Spurs, you know.
Yeah. I'd say yours a bit of a surprise, which is
Hello.
well, you've had a bit of a stuttering start to the season. You scraped a point against me. Otherwise,
You're vegan every week as well. It's like, well, best team.
Reigning champion, Ian. So that's from respect from your name. Reigning champion, record points, and the reigning Euro champion. So
The Euro champion means nothing.
well, I won it and you didn't. So
I came second.
well,
overall, I think for
Right.
me, obviously, I don't know some of the guys. I've never met some of the guys face to face, but now I've got to kind of assess the group a bit more. Howard obviously knows his stuff. He's made some shrewd signings and some decent trades. Rich, the tinkerer, got to admit, that's the same as what Charlie said. I mean, constantly tinkering. That doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Dan, I mean, I think you're right. Mid-table. He's not horrendous, but he's not set the world on fire just yet. But
yeah, nothing mentioned for me is if you look at the overall points. So top is Mick 189, John's second 149, I'm third 141. So I am the unluckiest to be where in terms of them. You know what I mean? Realistically,
To cheating.
not cheating, is it? It's just what it is.
no, that's obviously the other part of this format, isn't it? Is like
Yeah.
they make that much difference. It's just the luck of the draw on the day and who you're playing. So
Game weeks, John.
Well, like I said before,
playing the game week.
one year I got the overall the season the most points, but came second. So sometimes you can be unlucky with that. Last year, luckily, it was everyone was in the right place. But yeah,
but then when you're looking at trades, are you not looking at who you're playing and who their players are
yeah,
playing?
I am.
I do all the time. Like last season, obviously a bit of luck, but I got Chan in at the right time. I got Jensen from Brentford at the right time, but also with Jensen, I dropped him at the right time. So I got him in because he scored. He had a good bit of form. He carried that on. He dipped. I got rid, and he never recovered. Same with Chan. I got Chan. He's doing amazing for ages. We went to the Asia Cup, came back. Obviously, dropped him. Came back, but he's never the same. And last season, I seemed to do all that. I got Mateta. I got him at the end of the season. Obviously, I already won by that point, but then he scored like 7 games in a row or something. So yeah, I do do that.
Last season.
Yeah. So I do that, John. Obviously, at the moment it's a bit early. I'm just trying to figure out.
I mean, it's 3 games in. I mean,
so yeah, I'm trying to figure out
very, very early days.
I don't want to think at the moment because
a lot of football to be played.
I'm figuring out the forms.
I don't think of my first team players though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm switching. I don't think of like my sort of 2 subs.
Yeah.
I'm willing to let them go. Like, I'm not attached to their. I don't think they're like players going to get points every week, so I don't mind dropping and get somebody else in. I think it's worth the risk.
Yeah, there is a certain players.
So like, I'm dropping like my first team and so whatever.
Obviously, we're not having just because I've got some injured players and band players, so I've not had the luxury.
Yeah.
I think my tactic is finding those diamonds in the rough, and I think I've done all right so far.
I think we'll try and do it. I think really. I think that's the way I try and play it as well. But it's getting.
Yeah, of course.
It's tough with 10 players, isn't it? It is tough.
Yeah,
But
it's
as the season goes on, I reckon there'll be more movements because people will start getting a bit less. You as you say, you can only stick with players for a little while before you start to think, "Oh, I've got to do something." So, I reckon there'll be some interesting moves,
especially the waiver system as well. Obviously, so like bottom gets first pick. So like, if there's a player that's been sort of not picked yet and is picking up some steady points, then it becomes on the radar pretty quick, and then whoever's like got the first pick, it's sort of.
Or generally, if
That is the equaliser, isn't it? That is the
yes, yeah. I mean,
it's the best system.
I mean, Jay got every pick last year, every first pick, and still managed to miss it.
So yeah, we'll move on. I'll briefly mention transfers, but we can't do too much because they haven't gone through yet. But we know, obviously, we mentioned already, really, but what Jay.
I mean, me and Howard made a trade.
Who's that then?
I swapped Kudus for Gundogan.
That's a mistake.
I don't know. I think Pep really likes Gundogan. And I think once he gets him in, he'll be playing quite a lot of games. And Kudus has done jack shits this week. I was going to drop him anyway. He's in my list to drop this week. So when the offer came in, I thought, yeah, take it.
Have you done any?
Could be a mistake, to be fair, but
Could be. You done any trades, John?
no, I've had a couple made to me, but nothing which is
Worth mentioning.
worth mentioning.
yeah, I've got a feeling Charlie's going to be very active.
Yeah, and rightly so, he needs to be. Okay, and so let's then we'll finally what we'll do is we're going to head into the fixture. We'll do predictions.
Okay.
We've got JB come back versus up towards AB.
Yeah.
Howard Vial.
Howard win for me.
Wins all day long.
Yeah, for me, Howard wins. If you look at the form table, it's clearly Howard. Not much to say about that one, is it?
No.
Sound perfect. And then you've got Ronaldo and Leviosa versus Winnipeg FC. I'll go first that one because it's me. I'm going for myself.
Okay.
Well, he's getting 30 points. I've been getting.
City at home, aren't they, against Brentford?
Against Brentford, it's Haaland.
Haaland scoring it. I think if Holland doesn't bag, I think Dan will win. If Holland bags, you'll win.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Something about Holland, that's mental.
No, I think Dan will win. If Holland doesn't have a good game, I think Dan wins. If
Why?
Holland bags, you've won.
It's actually really irritating. You're like a disrespect for
Mate,
that midfield and
Game
Gabriel.
opinion, mate.
Yeah,
I'm going pretty bold actually on the next fixture because obviously 2 of Mike's stars are the Brentford players. They're playing against Man City.
Yeah.
Can't see them scoring or bagging too many points. Having said that, Liverpool are playing Forest, so that's Saka and Robertson and Diaz probably going to bag a few. So, but I'm balanced. I'm going me that game. I reckon I'm going to do my.
Go for yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really close game week, I think, to be fair. But don't know. I'm probably going towards more Mick.
I'm going to disagree with Rich completely, and I think I'd be surprised if the Brentford boys turn up. So I think
I think it's really close.
I'm going to go for John.
I think my team's going to be heavily influenced by the North London derby because I've got Madison, Havertz, Sterling. I've still got Zinchenko every player's not, so depending on how that goes. But overall,
Well, I think he will. I think they both start because the injury problems are also got.
I think Sterling starts.
So I think they both start.
I think Sterling starts.
yeah. But
I
then
think Havertz will
playing again.
I think Havertz will go to midfield.
I feel like he tends to drop him back, doesn't he, for big games?
I think Havertz will be the number 10,
Yeah.
and then so you might put it on the wing.
I think it's going to be a close one.
I think he might have played Zinchenko midfield.
Well, quickly before we move on, what's our thinking about Cole Palmer? Obviously, he withdrew from England.
I mean, he'll play, but again,
I think he'll play.
people criticise my team. Cole Palmer's got you some victories. You know, he's been assisting goalie, so you see him having one man team, but Cole Palmer's the reason you got so many points. Take away your team, but you got that.
You take it so personal, don't you?
Palmer, Calvert-Lewin, Welbeck's done well. Dinya, of course. Anyway,
Yeah, but when I said about my boys, you just dismissed it. You know, even though Barnes scored 2 in 2 weeks, Admad's got a goal and assist. Bowen's got he got 2 assists and a goal, so that's pointing a week from Bowen. Gordon's got 2 assists and a goal, so you know Gabriel's got clean sheets. He scores goals. So
well, the next fixture on the list, we've gone from the top of the table, ding dong, to a bottom of the table.
Yes. So we've got Croatia's Revenge, the super cool-weighted Jamie Brown, the battle of the shit boys, the shit boy derby, bottom bitches, we're going at it.
It's hard to call because there's going to be massive changes with their teams, which we don't know what they are yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to probably back Charlie on this one because I think he's going to make quite a lot of changes. He'll probably get quite a few of them through, and I reckon he'll have made some decent moves. So
yeah, I think I do. Slanky's not going to play. Foden's not going to play. Rice ain't going to play. He's got rid of Odegaard. Got rid of. I can't see.
Yeah, depends who he's got, but that's what Charlie does. But
I think
maybe a less really match for him.
as it's a bit of an unknown, I'm probably going to say Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to clean that sweep for Charlie for that one, and then last game of the thing you can go first, Rich, but it's afternoon delight. The Hakuna Matata. Jack.
Afternoon delight.
Yes.
I think again, this is going to be a close one. I'm just going to go for me because I'm backing myself.
Not back yourself.
But I do think it's going to be close.
It's nice. I think you've got a problem if you're not backing yourself. Obviously, you know, say I'm playing Jay, obviously you have to back me, but or something stupid. But back yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got a pretty strong team. Got a forward line that are in form. Yeah, I'm going to back myself, but I think it'll be close. I think it'll be close.
John?
I think Rich just pips it.
I'm going to say a draw, and I'm here for Rich. Sorry, Jack. I think that's going to have to start this, Jack, isn't it? Baptism of fire for Jack, this.
Yeah, so who's he played so far? Has he played like all the veterans so far? Or?
I don't think so.
He's played me. I played him.
If you beat me, yeah.
How have I beaten him? I played him this weekend.
So has he played Howard? I don't know who's played, but
either way, it's. Yeah. I think he's got a bad side, but yeah, definitely. I'd think I'd win it, but
Jack could be in trouble here because obviously he's going to lose again. Jay or Charlie's going to win. If Charlie wins, he's going to 6 points. So Jay and Jack could be.
Yeah, I mean the table though, like it's all.
Yeah,
it's early doors, isn't it? Like 3-4 games in. I mean, so much can change.
Yeah. So thanks again, lads. Thanks for coming, and that's it. Swear.
Bye.